Hello, welcome to RBR Closet. Today I'm taking a look at the Next Level Racing V3 motion platform that you can see right here. This is a motion platform for racing simulators and flying simulators, roller coaster simulators. You can use it in many different games. And it simulates the motion displayed on in the sim you are driving. This is an awesome piece of equipment. It really adds to the immersion, and together with VR it's truly amazing. Really good, and awesome. It's 2 degrees of freedom, so you have it goes back, front and left and right. So I don't know, maybe one con could be that it doesn't have wheel slip for when it goes in this sliding motion, but on the other hand I wouldn't be able to use it if that was the case, because I don't have the space for that kind of movement. Then my seat would slam into the walls. So for me, I can only have this 2 degrees of freedom, and for what this does, it's doing this superb. It's also, as you see, an extremely compact unit. It actually don't go past my, or barely don't go past my seat here. So it's really compact and small. It sits just underneath your racing seat. So takes no space at all. It's really good in that sense. It's a really nice black finish to it, and I also like those stanced GTUltimate here in the side plate. A really sturdy construction. You can see the thickness here in the metal rods that holds the seat here, and there also are 2 springs. I will go around in the front, try to squeeze myself down there. I had the GT Omega rear seat frame that I first thought I would attach this to, but it was so much of a hassle because there was both a height difference, and the GT Omega rear seat frame was even smaller in width here, so that's why I just bolted it straight to the floor. And that works really good as well. So yeah, you also get a mount for a butt kicker if you would like to have that added. That you mount here and goes out. I don't need that because I have the Jetseat, but it's good that they send that with the unit as an option if you have butt kickers. It also have several fans inside of it, and I should go around here. The front. Here we go. Here you can see it in the front, and here are the connections going to the USB, and also goes out the connection there, goes going to the power grid. And here you see the actuators connecting, and we also have 2 springs here. And when it's turned off or in pause mode, it's locked in place, so it doesn't wiggle around. If I can sit in it when both turned on and turned off without any problems. When you're not in game, you don't fall out of it, or it doesn't fall. It doesn't move around without the games getting it, without the games telling it to move. So yeah, that's good. And here are also the power. I thought I show you the sound of the fans. And you also see it makes a small adjustment when you turn it on. It calibrates, and it can be either on one of the sides or front or back, or it just dips down one time to calibrate, and then it's green. So no big deal. And you can hear the fans if I go in here, and you might, I can hear them when sitting in the seat as well, when everything is off, but they are more quiet than my T300, for example. That actually sounds a lot more than this, so it's pretty quiet. Nothing that will disturb you in game or something like that. I will show you the software as well. And as you can see here, it's a lot of titles that are supported in this software. It's a long list, so both driving games and flying games. And you can also, I haven't actually done much of that, because I think it's really good when different cars feels different. That you have lower end cars or old, weaker cars shouldn't generate that much force as a fast racing car or a Formula 1 car, let's say, or GT car. The forces in those should be greater than an old road car or an old racing car. So I usually, even if it's possible, you can make different profiles for each and every car in every game you like. So you switch profiles within the game. You just or within when you are racing, you go out here and you just activate. You can go in, or if you have another, if this would be Project Cars 2 and another game, you activate this for this car. But, yeah, I think it's nice when different cars feels different, so I only have one profile for each game. And you can see here you have some different settings here, overall intensity, and you can see it's from 1 all the way up to 2.5. And also you can adjust this if you think it's if you have those set good and you think the different effects are good, you can just slide this one to get it to be stronger or weaker. Or you can also set the different bumps. For example, it's on 06 and it goes up to 2.5 as well. So I have them quite turned down. It can be a bit violent if you have those cranked up too much, and it gets more of a roller coaster ride than actually just letting you know what the cars are doing. It should trick your brain that you are moving, and that's the thing with it, to set it up just right to trick your brain. Yeah, that's how I like to do it. Let's see, yeah, you have bumps, for example, here. Roll intensity, heave, it's up and down. For example, if you're going in much elevation on the racetracks, that's the heave intensity you are changing or feeling. Surge is you can adjust this if it's how much acceleration and deceleration. So it's when you put down the throttle how much the seat will lean back, and when you brake how much it will lean forward. And with this you can also change the weight transfer bias. So if you think that it should be more aggressive in acceleration, for example, you will just change this. Or if you think it should be more aggressive and lean more in braking than in acceleration, you can adjust that as well. So that's what the weight transfer bias is for. And sway you can also, and then I have VR, so here are some VR settings, and you can also roll post processing. I haven't messed a lot with those. I've kept those as they are, but you can adjust how fast you want the effect to be executed, or how fast you want it to cling off, so to speak. And yeah, offset, gain, linearity, there are some different settings. Yeah, in VR you can you have this is for the compensation in Project Cars 2, so you can make different adjustments to different games or different cars. But you also have a VR, a really great thing in this software is this VR compensation. So you just put in your height from the connection bars or from the connection rod below, and measure up to your headset, and type in that number, and it will compensate for the movement that's made by the motion platform. So you don't get that in game. So when you're turning and you don't lean your head, the motion platform makes you lean, and without this compensation you would lean in game even when you stay still. So that's what this is for, and it works really well. It's great. You can move around and look around without anything interfering with the motion of the seat, and the motion in the seat won't interfere on your head position, let's say. So that works really well. You can also do some adjustment, rear, front, left, right, if you feel that you need to adjust it somewhere. Adjust it if you don't get it to feel just right. So, but I didn't have to do this. It works straight up with just these values here. Action Center. Oh, I actually have a new version. I had some issues in Race Room and also War Thunder, where some of the settings didn't work. So, and I just emailed Next Level Racing, and within a few days I had a beta build, so that I could try out to see if it worked again. And so they are really helpful at Next Level Racing, and fix issues if you stumble upon them. So really great and good service. What can I more say about this software here? Yeah, you just press this one. If you have Steam started, you just press here and Race Room will launch. Dirt Rally I have actually never got to launch with this button. I don't know why, but it's just I can just go into Steam and start Dirt Rally up normally, and if I just activate this, I will still get motion in game, even if I haven't launched the game from Next Level Racing application. So no problem there. So yeah, it works really well. I can show you as well here in let's say race room. I actually have some more settings, and I guess this could be a con that not all games have the same settings, so you're not actually able to get the exact same feeling or effects in every single game, and that's a bit of a shame, but really not just up to Next Level Racing, but I guess it also depends on what the game developers are sending out to the shared memory. So if the developers haven't coded it to be shared, Next Level Racing can't really apply it in game. But that's a bit of a shame. And one great thing in Race Room is this down here. It's the wheel slip effect intensity. It's when you are losing traction, it will simulate wheel hopping, that the wheels start bouncing on the track, and it's a really cool effect, and you immediately feel when this is happening, so you can correct or start to adjust to your driving style, not to spin out or go off track. Another thing I like is this rev limiter. It's active in other games as well. Yeah, I think most of them have this. It's when you hit the rev limiter, the motion platform will start to shake you forward and backward to know that you really need to change gear, that you are damaging your car or gearbox. So that's pretty good, because sometimes you don't always hear when you need to shift, or that you lost focus and don't look at the rev meter, or that you miss the rev limiter, so to speak. So yeah, that's really good. It's pretty violent, so you immediately will know what's going on and what's wrong, so that you can adjust and shift up. So yeah, really good. Really, really good. I think that was all for the software there, and I'm actually not sure I have much more to add. Really compact, great if you don't have the space for it, for a big bulky motion rig, and pretty hefty. It comes in a pretty small package, but it weighs about 30 kilograms. So yeah, it's a solid piece of equipment, and I really love this motion platform. It have made my simulation games so much more immersive, and as I said, awesome in combination with both the Jetseat haptic feedback and VR. Truly amazing. If you have the money to spare, I would recommend you to get this unit, because it's really good. So yeah, that was the Next Level Racing Motion Platform V3. I will finish off by letting you see the Next Level Racing platform here in motion, so you can see it working in game, and also you will also hear how it sounds. The thing that can sound a bit is the springs and the actuators working, but it's pretty quiet, and my wife have never got disturbed by it, and she was actually disturbed by my racing when I used my G27 So yeah, that actually rattles and did more noise than my V3 does. So yeah, it's really good. Please give a like and subscribe if you like the video, and please make a comment if you have something you think about or that you think I messed up with. But otherwise, have a good day and take care. Bye bye.